Before anything else, I would like to introduce the importance of statistics first before we proceed to our lessons. Included topics in your statistics subjects are definition of terms, sampling techniques, presentation of data, measures of central tendency that includes mean, median, and mode, the measures of variability, range, standard deviation, variance, skewness, and kurtosis, the frequency analysis and probability, and the last is the normal distribution. However, if we have time at nandun naman yan sa Google Classroom natin, we have that modules included in the advanced statistics that are or those are correlation, hypothesis, testing errors, approaches, level of significance or differences, z-test on means, chi-square test, t-test, and the last is the analysis of variance. Those highlighted, yan yung mga topics na madalas at ginagamit natin sa research. Diba kapag gumagawa tayo ng thesis or research or dissertation, lagi nating ini-integrate yung application ng statistics. Nandyan yung kung paano tayo kumuha ng sample, kumuha ng respondent, and then how to analyze data, how to gather also, and then how to analyze frequency. And then, we also do the analysis of variance or yung tinatawag natin na ANOVA. The importance of statistics to research are, first, it describes research. So dahil sa statistics, na-describe natin yung research. Kung halimbawa, that is descriptive, inferential, experimental, research, ganon. So it helps in formulating hypothesis also. Di ba kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng research, una tayo nag-iisip ng hypothesis or guess, di ba? And then it helps us to formulate that. It also determines samples and respondents. So by the aid of statistics, we able to come up with how many samples or how many respondents are we going to survey. So by using the Sloven's formula or other relative formula, we also analyze relationship among variables, forecast events. So when you say forecast, that is the future events that will happen from previous and current data. So yun yung basis. Di ba kaya nagpo-forecast tayo because we have the history, we have the previous and the current data as well. And we also analyze the data gathered and present those datas. So I have here an example of research. Okay, so ito, sample is an analysis of the public perception of floods in Manila City. Yan yung title ng research. And by the aid of statistics, we are able to come up with objectives. So nandyan yung objectives. First is to redefine the risk in Manila City. So pag sinabi nating redefine, nagde-describe tayo ng risk. Kasi alam naman na may risk na talaga dun sa study niya. Pero kailangan niyang i-redefine. So kailangan niyang i-describe or i-analyze yung risk na yun. Next is to evaluate of statistics or the effectiveness. So kapag merong word na effectiveness sa statistics, we are comparing something. We are comparing two variables or two entities. And next is the severity or technical and environmental viability. And last is to mitigate measures. Lahat ng nandyan sa objectives is or must anchored to statistics. Next is the data gathered. Kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng research, nag-gather tayo ng data where pwedeng by survey, pwedeng by actual inspection, or kaya naman by reading books or reading history. Pwede naman. Kaya nga tinatawag na research. So na-search na siya and you just have to research for the specific time. Halimbawa, ngayon na. Kasi iba naman yung research before, iba naman yung research ngayon. So, using data gathering, naglalagay tayo ng tables and figures. So as you can see on that slide, kapag meron tayong table, yung name niya at saka yung table number is always on the upper part of the table, while the figures is on the lower part of the figure. Next is the methodology. Ito yung pinaka-importante na kung saan nag-apply tayo ng statistics. So sabi dyan, the researcher employed a descriptive method of research. So sinabi niya na what kind of research? Descriptive. Okay, descriptive method or descriptive research. The focus of concern of the research is to study the effectiveness of flood control pump station in Lagos Nidad or Laguna Maynilad, okay, underpass in Loton. So every year, its residents and public is affected by floods, and the problem is causing a big concern among them. Accidental sampling under the category of non-probability sampling was adopted. So sinabi niya din yung sampling technique, kung paano siya kumuha ng sample, non-probability sampling. So that is another case of how to find sampling. Wala siyang probable. Kumuha lang siya ng certain number ng respondent niya. So sabi dyan, the researcher went through the area within the subject and conducted a survey to those who gave them a chance. Kung sino lang yung nagpa-unlock. So 50 respondents who are making a living nearby the location of the subject and also the everyday passers-by. So yung kanyang respondent ay galing dun sa malalapit na tao dun sa location, including yung mga dumadaan lang. The population consists of 25 males and 25 females. So yun, na-distinguish din natin kung anong klaseng respondent sila. So sabi nga, magkahati, no? 25 males, 25 females. They belong to almost all walks of life, including vendors, teachers, workers, students, ordinary housewives, and businessmen. So ibig sabihin, randomly selected. Hindi siya pumili ng dapat professional lang or students lang. Randomly selected yung kanyang respondent. A structured interview, so sinabi din kung anong klaseng interview or survey, is structured interview. So pag sinabi natin na structured interview, that is accompanied by a structure or a set of questions to be answered. So a structured interview was conducted among the 50 respondents guided by the specifically prepared questionnaires. This question is the main tool in gathering pertinent data. So ito yung ating formula for weighted mean. Yan yung madalas ginagamit natin sa statistics. So kung paano natin yan gagawin, sa mga sunod na lesson, iti-take up natin yan. So nandyan yun sa measures of, nandyan sa topic number 3, yung may mean, median, and mode natin. Nandyan yung weighted mean. Okay? So papasok yun sa ating methodology of research. And then, ito pala yung, yung sinagot ko kanina. Sa research design, makikita natin na sinasagot siya by the aid of statistics. Sabi nga, what kind of research? So ang sagot naman is descriptive method yung ginamit niya. Yung purpose is effectiveness nung flood risk control siguro yung study niya na yun. And yung sampling technique na ginamit niya is non-probability sampling. And then yung data gathering tool is by surveying. Kung ilan yung respondent, sabi doon is 50, 25 males, 25 females. And how data is gathered by structured interview or yung meron ng set of questions. Also for the results and discussion, nandyan din yung statistics. So napakahalaga nga talaga ng statistics. Kasi from the top, from chapters 1 to 4 ng research ay nandyan siya. So kapag nag-i-evaluate tayo ng result or nag-i-interpret tayo ng result and discussion, lagi mong mai-encounter yung statistics like yung kung paano tayo mag-present ng data by histogram, by bar graph, pie graph, ganyan. And also tables. So para mas maintindihan nyo, meron ako ditong kinuha na research siya. Qualitative study to explore radiologist and radiologic technologist perceptions of outcomes patients experience during imaging in the USA. So ito kasi qualitative study siya which is nearly connected sa course nyo. So di ba? Kasi during your undergraduate course, your BSRT, kailangan nyo ng mag-research, kailangan nyo ng thesis. So afterwards, kung magmamasteral kayo, kailangan nyo gumawa ng dissertation. So itong research na to is all about RT, no? So doon sa research na to, meron siyang objective design, participants, outcome, and results. And then, ganun din, nag-follow siya ng statistical tools. As you can see, meron diyang table and figures. Yan. So, hindi lang po mathematics or hindi lang major in math ang nagre-research. Hindi lang po ed. Kahit yung mga nasa medical practice, gumagawa din sila ng research. So, yun yung mga importance ng research. Ito kasi, skip ko na kasi ito yung para sa math. Okay, so yung schedule natin sa klase natin, we have 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. every day yon, Monday to Saturday. But for this week, meron tayong exam on February 14, that is on Sunday, because hindi tayo pumasok nung Monday. Kasi kailangan nating habulin yung 18 hours a week or 18 hours per term para matapos natin yung midterm. And of course, after that, February 15 to 20 is our final coverage na. So that February 20 is your last day, that would be our final examination. Our conduct of classes sana, plano ko sana yung Zoom meeting kasi may interaction kasi doon. You can just ask kung anong question hindi nyo na-gets. Or pwede kasi tayong mag-asynchronous din via messenger. Kaso hindi masyado, alam nyo naman kapag may mga formula, may mathematics, hindi natin talaga siya madidiscuss through GC. So anyway, katulad nito, nare-record ko naman na siya. As additional modes, pwede ko siyang i-upload sa YouTube, and meron namang PowerPoint. Lahat ng tinatopic natin ay may PDF tsaka PowerPoint na pwede niyong basahin anytime. Our evaluation for this subject is online quizzes. Yung online quizzes natin siguro mga 2 hanggang 3 per term yan per midterm or per final. And that is via TestMost. We also have 2 major examination, midterm and final, that will be at every end of the week. And also we have class interaction, attendance, and module SAQs. Yung module SAQs natin, simplified na, although dun sa mga slides na ginawa ko, at the end, merong mga activity and then kung paano kayo magsasubmit. No? At dun sa ating Google Classroom, we have a topic about submitted files. Or under that, merong nakalagay na activity 1, activity 2, attachment. So doon yung ilalagay yung inyong mga output. So other tools is the testmost.com or Google Classroom. For contact information, this is my Facebook and emails and then my contact numbers.